What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Neg Entropy Chronicles. Now, I know you've seen the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard breakdown, everything. And as you've seen, Johnny Depp won 15 million, Amber Heard won 2. So that means that she still owe that boy a nice 13 million. But she posted a message after the verdict, and I wanted to go over this with you and do a review about it and see what we can say about this particular thing, because I find it ironic with somebody. I only caught like the first paragraph and I was like, nah, let me just go ahead and share it with y'all, because it's just one of those things again where some people are just truly delusional. So let's go ahead and check it out, alright? So these are from her words. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. Wait a minute. The mountain of evidence? Like, they was breaking that Camila Vasquez, she was killing it. Their evidence, showing that there was none available, showing them there was nothing to work with. It's it is so stupid. And talking about power, he didn't even want to go to court. Let's really talk about that. Dude did not want to go to court. And the reason he didn't want to go to court was because he understood that it was going to air out a bunch of dirtiness. He was like, just back off. Just back off. And we'll leave it alone. We heard it all on recording. The man didn't want to do anything, but she had to push for it. So, I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. First off, let's really talk about this. What you're seeing is not women being set back, it's women being held accountable. Because let's talk about it. You still have the right to speak up, but you can't lie on people. This is a whole new day and age. If this continues to happen, where you're not being publicly shamed and humiliated, you're being publicly outed. There was recordings of you showing that you were a violent individual. So to turn around and say, for a woman who spoke up and spoke out, you lied. You may have spoke up and spoke out, but if you're not telling the truth, you should not be rewarded for that. Now, I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. First off, I guarantee you the UK did not hear any of this. And second of all, freedom of speech is not free when you're lying. You were physically abusive to this man. You got a piece of his finger chopped off from throwing a bottle at him. You've admitted to physically harming him, hitting him, calling him, saying, oh, you're so strong, condescending because he wants to run away from you and not be involved in it. Her mind is something else. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost the right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. The delusion of this woman. Once again, it's not about not being able to speak up and speak out. The problem is when you lie. Let's really talk about this. Take the delusion away from it. Let's look at the case for what it was. There were so many things she lied about. She lied about being hit by him. Yes, he never harmed her. He never put hands on her, but he was very, he was verbal with his stuff. And that seems more into regards to what he was dealing with on that end. But that's neither here nor there. It was still verbally abusive, which then can turn into a mental. And she was the mental, verbal, and physical person, So you have someone who's making it sound like being able to speak out and say, as a person that dealt with abuse on the physical end, ruin somebody's career is somehow attacking their right to freedom of speech. No, it's attacking the aspect of lying. That's it. It's not stopping you from saying what's going on if it's the truth. Everybody should be held accountable if you're lying. You should be held to where somebody should sue you when you're lying. But the problem is, a lot of these men, when they get lied on, they just stay quiet. They just be like, you know what, it'll blow over at some point. And a lot of them got to deal with it for a long time. There was a father who was told to have done things to his children and had to prove it 30 years later. And the whole time the mother had been lying. But he had to eat that and deal with it. A lot of men have sat there and sucked it up. Man up. You just got to deal with it. Man up. Now, you're going to start seeing this. I'm telling you. Men are going to start suing these women. Every time these women come out with some allegation, they're going to start suing. Chris Brown did it first, and that chick backed off. You ain't heard nothing from that. And was there any apologies? Nah, I didn't see any. Now, I've heard that there was apologies. I just haven't seen them. And I think that's gonna start happening more often. There's gonna be a lot more men who have money. They're gonna start paying to prove their innocence. They're not gonna sit here and deal with this no more. They're getting tired of it. Men are getting tired of false allegations. They don't want their name drugged through the mud because all they have is their name. That's it. Once the career is over, once the money's gone, all they got is their name. And they're gonna be like, oh, your name is this? Yo, wasn't you the dude who did that? No. I want to be proven innocent. Look at Kobe Bryant, proven innocent. But even after his passing, they still talking down on him. Trying to say, oh yeah, well, what about this allegation? He was proven innocent, so there's no longer an allegation. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he had a right to defend himself in the court of law. You know, you're not going to down talk my name. That's not against freedom. He had the right to freedom of speech, and he used it to end the lies that you were spewing. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but you chose to use it for evil and wrong. So that's it. But let me know what y'all think down in the comment section and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.